welcome to my Embroidery 101 series. In this video we'll be covering how to start and finish your stitches both with and without a knot. So for the knot start, as you guessed it, you'll need to start by tying a knot at the end of your thread. So as you can see, I just do this by wrapping the thread around my finger and looping the end through it. If you are using less than 6 strands of thread, you may need to tie a double knot, and then I just snip off any excess thread with some small sharp scissors. And as you can see, there's a knot there at the end. So now you can just start your stitch as normal, just bringing your needle up through the back of the fabric, and then as you can see, the knot is keeping the thread from being pulled all the way through. And now you can just continue stitching. The knot start is nice and easy, but if you are stitching onto clothes, these knots might come out in the wash, which is why you might prefer the no knot start, which we'll cover later in the video. Now once you reach the end of your section, or as if you're starting to run out of thread, bring your needle back down through to the back of your hoop. And now we need to try and secure the thread. So to do that, all you need to do is loop your needle under one of your stitches and pull it all the way through. And then do the same again, but this time we're going to loop the needle through the loop that you've just made, like so. And then pull nice and tight just to create that knot. Now you might want to do a double knot as well, depending on your own preferences. But then just grab those small sharp scissors again and snip off the excess thread. So now we have the no knot start, which as you'll see I do still find a little bit fiddly. But to start off with, just bring your needle up through from the back of the fabric, just making sure to keep a hold of the end of the thread before you pull it all the way through. And then while keeping your finger on the thread, just bring your needle back down through to the back of the fabric, and then as you can see, I am going to start doing a back stitch here. But as you bring your needle up through the fabric, turn your hoop over and now just try and trap the end of the thread under the stitching. Sometimes using your needle can help, and then just pull it tight. So you'll need to do this a few times just to secure the thread, which can be a little bit fiddly to start off with, but as I mentioned, it is great when sewing clothing and in general just for keeping the back of your threads nice and neat and tidy. Everyone's going to have their own personal preference. I tend to use knot starts most often, just because as you can see I'm really struggling here just to get it sorted, but using your needle can help, and just perseverance as well. Again, once you reach the end of your thread or the end of your line, just pull through to the back of the thread and secure it. So loop it under some of the stitches that you've made. And then do the same again, but tie a knot by looping it through. And then again, just go in with some scissors and snip off any of the excess thread. I do tend to go in and try and snip off any of the excess thread from the beginning as well. And that is 2 ways that you can start your stitching. So I do hope that you found this video helpful, and you can check out all of my other tutorials in the playlist below as well.